Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned in to the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. We are going to get into, we're going to continue the psychic investigation reading that we started prior that was disrupted by the power outage here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. There was a power outage across the city that lasted about an hour and I don't know, an hour and a half or so earlier today. I did leave everything. Hello, Dennis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I did leave everything out here as it was, okay, and we were just getting started into the reading. In fact, we had only pulled 4 cards from the stack, and so, yeah, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, Awoke. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the love. All right. So we will go ahead and get started. Aravat, Divine Source, the Great I Am, the Alpha, the Omega. We thank you so much, the Creator of all that is, all that was, and all that ever will be. Thank you so much for the gifts, talents, and abilities to do these psychic investigation readings. Whatever confirmations you receive through these psychic investigation readings, give me just 1 second, Dennis. Whatever psychic investigation reading confirmations you receive, that is great. Yeah, okay. Give all honor to your ancestors and Most High. Yeah, I invite your ancestors in collective. I invite the ancestors of the investigators that tune in, the judges that tune in, the celebrities that tune in, the FBI, CIA, DEA, Interpol, other governmental investigative agencies. I thank you for all that you do in uncovering the truth. That is what is most important to us, not justice, the truth. Okay, the truth is most important to us because if you unveil and uncover and speak the whole truth, justice will be served. Okay, so those who are guilty will serve their full sentence. Okay, so they only slip through the cracks when the whole truth is not revealed. So if someone suffers from mental illness, for an example, and that is never disclosed, they slip through the cracks and get released back out into the public to do more criminal activity. But if it's released that they have full-blown psychosis, okay, schizophrenic, okay, and that they need to be institutionalized for the remainder of their natural life, that is the 100% truth, okay, and then therefore the justice system has all of that truth in order to determine what that individual's sentence should be. Okay. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Dennis, what is your question? Also, as Dennis sends his question, divine sources guided me to not even respond to karmic individuals. Okay. He said, don't even respond to them, just delete them. Don't even respond to them, just delete them. Okay, so moving forward, karmic ass comments that come up, I won't respond to them. Okay, you will just see me delete their information, delete their comment, block them on the channel, block them in the chat, or what have you. I won't even respond to them. Okay. Oh, see, I don't know that. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, My question is, Dennis, to you is, why are you cloudy about whether or not they will if you meditate and connect with divine source and your ancestors? That's my question. Why do you have this question if you meditate and connect with your ancestors? Why do you still have this question? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Is it Sean? Sean? It's just a question. Why, if you connect with divine source, when I come on here, collective, listen to me, and I'm going to use myself as an example, okay? Because I am here for as a demonstration. So when I come on here, okay, I do not ask you about my life. Why don't I ask you about my life? Why don't I ask you, when is my justice coming in? Why don't I ask you, where is my divine masculine female? Okay? Why don't I ask you, when am I getting married? Why don't I ask you that? Why? Someone answer me in the comments. Why don't I ask you those questions when I come on here? Why don't I? All right. So again, we're keeping what started out as the last live. We are going to continue that live, and we are going to add additional energy for whatever hours that has been since that time. We're going to add some more cards. Okay. All right. So, one of the things that Most High is guiding me to do, and again, I started to mention this in the last live that was cut off because of the area-wide power outage here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. But one of those things that Divine is leading me to do is to have an alchemy class, okay? And that class will be by invitation only. And so the way that I will do that is, those of you who that have sent me emails, you will receive an email at some point. And I'm suspecting this is going to be sometime in February. Okay, sometime in February that this class will take place. This is the first class that I will be doing on a Zoom video outside of when I was a tax accountant. Okay, I've not done any energetic classes or anything like that prior. This will be the first one. So look forward to, some of you can look forward to being invited to that private alchemizing technique class. Okay, and again, thank you so much, everyone, for all of your love. In addition to that, I do want to again give shout outs to our public subscribers, okay, that I have most recent notifications for. Andrita, Danielle, Terry, Yogi, and Bo Likes Girl, okay? Also, the name Nevaeh is significant at this time. Nevaeh, okay? Yeah, okay? So, Erevat Divine Source, what we have out here so far. Okay, again, we only had 4 cards out here thus far when we started the reading before the power outage. And so on top of the stack, we had Satanic Charm and we had Freemasons. Okay, Satanic Charm and Freemasons. Okay, confirmation burp. I have been in a bit of a fasting energy, okay? I have been in a bit of a fasting energy. Um, the only thing, hello, Dave. Okay. The only thing that I have uh, consumed today is crackers. Okay. That's all I've consumed today is crackers. So, shout out to you, Justice League. What's going on, Sugar? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. All right. Um, and so, yeah, so I've been in a bit of a fasting energy. And during that time, during the power outage, I took advantage of it. And, and so, um, after I got over the disappointment about the live being cut off, after I got over that, it took a couple of minutes, okay, after I got over the disappointment of the live being cut off, and I started meditating, and Divine has confirmed another lifetime for me, okay, another time that I was here, reincarnated, okay, incarnated like you. This is not your first journey here. For those of you who do not know, I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, born on the 333rd day of the year this lifetime during the last lunar moon or lunar eclipse of 1974. Okay? So, the warlock that came against me, okay, all of my natural life this lifetime, that took my first wife, raised me as their child, which I am not their child. He murdered my father, okay? Took my first wife while I was serving in the United States Army overseas. I was in Germany at that time. Um, so, yeah, okay. He is now serving a 40 to 60 years prison sentence. And I was part of the witness for the prosecution team in 2014 that put him there. Okay. Again, 40 to 60 year sentence today. He was a minister and a polygamist for 35 years, 33 years, something like that. A minister and a polygamist. He has like 17 or 18 kids. Okay. So yeah, so we start out on top of the stack. We have Satanic Charm and Freemasons. Then what came out before the live got cut off? We have a delivery of some sort. Okay, a delivery of some sort. I'm not sure what your question is, Dave. Okay, I'm not sure what your question is. And with the delivery, we had it split on Shauna. It could be Sean for you, collective investigators. Sean, Shauna, okay? And Opulence, okay? So Sean or Shauna, okay? You could be about to experience some type of opulence, okay? Sean or Shauna could have taken your mail, okay? Sean or Shauna could be a part of some secret society, Freemasons, Eastern Stars, Skull and Bones, Committee of 300, Wolf's Head, Bavarian Illuminati, okay? Any of that, okay? All right. So let's continue. Okay. Next up on the stack, we have the road trip. Okay. The road trip. Okay. The road trip. Okay. On one side of this road trip, we have live loud and, okay, someone's intentions were never to marry you, collective. Okay. Someone's intentions were never to marry you. All right. Thank you so much. I see we have 18 in the room and 10 likes currently. Okay. So someone's intentions were never to marry you. Okay. This could be someone that you took a road trip with. Okay. This could be someone that you took a road trip with. Okay. You thought the marriage, or you thought the engagement, or you thought the whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call them. Okay. You might have thought that that's where it was headed, towards marriage. They could have proposed to you. You could have proposed to them, however it goes. Okay. someone you took a road trip with, okay? Some of you might be wanting to take a road trip now from the northern United States because of the weather. Some of you might be wanting to take a trip from the northern United States or wherever you are where it's snowing. Again, Europe, okay, wherever you're at, okay? You might be wanting to take a road trip to the south, okay, to a warmer climate. All right. Next up, we have a divine union. Okay, so we have a divine union behind someone who had no intentions to marry you. Right away, we have a divine union. Okay, this divine union is on the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this divine union is on the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is speaking to me, and with the spy alert on the other side of the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so do you know what this is speaking to me? So someone's keeping an eye on your love relationships. Okay, what's up, Cher? Shout out to Cher. Shout out to Cher. What's going on? Okay. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a top fan, Michelle. Okay. So, a divine union out here. But you know what this is giving me? Okay. Whoever your karmic lover was or is, okay, whoever your karmic lover is, they are watching you. Okay. They are watching you, spying on you to see who you going to come into relationship with. They are spying on you to see who you come into relationship with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Justice League. Oh yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Cher. Thank you, Cher. You're sending me love. I send love back. It's reciprocal. Okay. But yes, cyber stalking to see who you're going to be dating. Okay. If you post it on social media, okay. For me, they're going to be waiting for quite some time. Okay. Because I haven't even met her yet. And beyond that, it'll probably be a year before I ever even post anything with us in it online, on social media. Okay. I am definitely going to be keeping that union on the hush. Okay. Because I'm wiser today. Okay. I'm wiser today. You might need to watch what you post on social media. I'm wiser today. Okay. So, some ex lover out here, man or woman, they're watching you to see who you come into love relationship with. Okay. Stalking your Facebook page, stalking your Instagram, stalking your TikTok, stalking your your YouTube, whatever, stalking something. I don't even know all of the social media platforms out there. I only have 3. I have YouTube, Facebook, oh, 4. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Okay? Those are the only 4 that I have. Okay? What's up, Elise? Okay? What's up? What's going on? I think it's been a minute since we've seen you. Or I've seen you. I say we, me and my ancestors. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Okay? So, some karmic ex-lover out here is trying to send witchcraft towards you, okay? And send something else towards you, hatred, okay? About your divine love union that one day you will be in if you stay the course, okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt about it. Absolutely. Okay. Next. Looking at Paul pretends to be your friend, okay? Paul pretends to be your friend, okay? So there's a Paul. It could be Paulette. It could be Pauline. It could be Paula Dean, okay? It could be, yeah. Did I say Paula? I think so. Paula. Oh, yeah. So it has been a long, yeah. When I saw your name, immediately my spirit was like, it's been a while. So again, I hope you're safe. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So there's a Paul out here, or a name associated with Paul. Again, Paul, La, Paul, Let. Paula Dean, okay, that pretends to be your friend. Paul could be their first, middle, or last name. John Paul, okay? Okay. This is on one side of the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So Paul pretends to be your friend. Paul could be an employer, okay? Paul could be an employer. Paul could be a co-worker. Paul, okay? With you being hard at work with this Eight of Pentacles and Paul pretending to be your friend, okay? This could be someone who you were once in business with, okay? Hello, Tiffany. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? With your twin energy, Gemini, twin energy, okay? All right? So there's a Paul out here watching somebody, okay, pretending to be their friend again, with you being hard at work on this Eight of Pentacles. Paul could be watching you work, okay? Paul could be watching this, okay? This is work, okay? Paul could be watching this, okay? All right? On the other side of the Eight of Pentacles, we have John F. Kennedy was assassinated for government secrets, okay? John F. Kennedy was assassinated for government secrets. On the other side, I see on the other side of Paul, what does this say? Uh-oh, Paul. Uh-oh, Paul. All right. So, Paul, Apophis spirit, okay? That's Satan. That's another form, another name, okay? Satan, Apophis, okay? John F. Kennedy was assassinated for government secrets. There is a secret society that is called the Assassins, and they are specifically political assassins. There is a secret society on this planet. Their name is the Assassins, and they specifically focus on political leaders. They assassinate political leaders. Okay? So, moving along, okay? We have Ronan, Alma, and Lilith. Ronan, Ronan, Alma, okay, and Lilith. All right. Okay. Take a look. Let me put another card behind here so that that is easier to see. Thank you so much, everyone. I see we have 27 people in the room and 16 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. Okay. So, take a look at the energy, or the names, I should say. Investigators, take a look at your notes. Okay. Take a look at your notes. Okay. That paper fell down and it said trust fund. Okay. All right. So, take a look. Okay. These names, we have Samantha, Jonas, Ronan, Alma, and Lilith. Okay. Good morning from Louisiana. Good morning from Louisiana. Okay. So, balance. Any one of these individuals could need to be in balance. Any one of these individuals could be trying to knock you off balance. Okay? Knock you off balance. Investigators and judges, for you, private investigators, this could mean they're lying to you. Okay? So they're giving you the runaround. They're giving you fake addresses. Okay? They're giving you fake names. Oh, yeah, it's John Smith. Okay? When their name is Leroy Brown. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you fake names. They're giving you the runaround, investigators. Okay? Recognize that. Okay? Recognize that. Okay? Recognize that. Okay? Hello, Faded. How are you? Hello, Faded. I will make this one correction. Hello, Faded. How are you? Samantha Davis, attorney. Faded. If you use the name Jesus one more time on my channel, I will have to delete you because that's not their name. If you use the name Jesus one more time on my channel, I will have to delete you. Okay? It's not being mean. Their name is Issa or Yeshua. My job as a Master Builder 33 is to teach. And if you don't want the lesson, please leave the room. Okay? If you don't want the lesson, please leave the room. If you say Jesus one more time, nothing against you, I'll have to remove you from the room. Okay? All right. So Samantha, Jonas, Ronan, Alma, or Lilith. Okay? All right. Master Builder 33. Go Google it. Go Google it, Joseph. Master Builder 33. I don't have to explain my ass to you. Okay? Go Google it. All right? You're obviously asleep spiritually. Okay. Ooh, and on the lovers, we got a trigger warning. With the lovers tarot card, we got a trigger warning. Okay? So this goes right along with what I was saying, collective. This goes right along with what I was saying for this divine union out here, okay? Whoever this individual is, whoever this ex is, they're watching you. They're watching you, okay? They're watching you. And they're just waiting. They're just waiting. So why don't you use their original name? Why don't you use their original name? They were born in the 1st century. They were born in 1st AD. They were born in, Yahweh is the Father. Yahweh is not who they are. Yahweh is the Father. That is Aravat. Okay? Get out of the Bible. Go read another canonical text, like the books of Enoch. Go read something else. Go read something else. Get out of the Bible and go read something else. Because half of what's in the Bible is a lie. That's why you don't know what Jesus was between the ages of 12 and 30, because half of the Bible is a lie. So go read something else, faded, because you faded, okay? And you're about to get faded off this channel, okay? So again, go educate yourself, okay? So there's a trigger warning here. Okay, trigger warning. Okay, so again, when you come into this love union, do not put your information on social media, blasting it all over the place, pictures of you and her, him and you, however it goes. No, no, Shh. Okay. Then we have the names Velita, Velvet, and Velveeta, okay? Velita, Velvet, and Velveeta, okay? So there could be a trigger warning or something in regards to a name that starts with a V, okay? Okay? That's right, Justice League. That's right, Justice League. All right. Private is not secret, but it sure does limit the views and exposure. It limits the views and exposure, okay? Especially in today's world when most people are stuck to social media and they post 15 things a day. Oh, I went to Taco Bell. Oops, I took a piss. Oop, I went to the dog park. Oop, I picked up the dog poop. Oop, I went to work. Oop, I went to, you know what I'm saying? Everything. People put everything on social media. No, 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 no. And again, I had to learn that. What's up, Rose? What's going on, sugar? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So we have ascending now. Okay. We have ascending now. Okay. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah. Yeah. That includes Gaia. That includes Earth. Okay. That includes Earth. Oh, thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. Okay. So ascending now again. When the power outage happened during the last live, that's what I did. I went and I meditated. I took advantage of the time. Power outage. It was a widespread power outage here in Vietnam. Confirmation. It was a widespread power outage here in Vietnam. And I took advantage. I went and meditated. And again, I've been in a bit of a fasting energy. And typically, for myself, when I'm in a fasting energy and my physical appetite is suppressed, not because I do anything, but because that's a spiritual thing. When my physical appetite is suppressed, it is a time of ascension. Okay, that is a time of ascension. So if you wake up one day, okay, my foot is heating up. You wake up one day and you don't feel like breakfast. I very rarely eat before 11 o'clock in the morning. I very rarely eat before 11 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast foods are my favorite foods of the day, okay, or my favorite foods in general. But I very rarely eat before 11 o'clock, typically because I'm doing spiritual things up until that time. Even if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, typically I do not eat anything before 11 o'clock. But today, I did not eat anything until, I don't know, 5:30 or something this evening. And again, those of you who are in the U.S., okay, using the East Coast, United States as an example, that time zone, I am 12 hours ahead of you. Okay, so yeah, but today only crackers, sesame crackers, actually. Okay, so when you see that your physical appetite is suppressed, okay, that's a time to meditate more, cash in on that energy, okay? Even if you have a job during lunchtime, when your appetite is suppressed, don't eat just because it's lunchtime when you know you really don't have an appetite for fear of being hungry later. Go use that time, sit in your car, sit in a quiet place and meditate, cash in on that energy because it's prime time. Shout out to Deion Sanders. It's prime time to ascend. Okay, prime time. Okay. On one side, we have ascending now. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yes, it absolutely is, Elise. So when I'm feeling hunger, use it as a spiritual fuel. Actually, Rose, the opposite. When you're not hungry, when you're not hungry, when you're not physically hungry. Okay? I didn't say when you were, I said when you're not. Okay? When you're not. Okay? So, right here, Queen of Wands, some type of female authoritative figure. Okay? Some type of female authoritative figure. And we have undercover government programs. Okay? Undercover government programs. Okay? There are many of them. There are many of them. Okay? Many of them. Okay? COVID-19 was an undercover government program. Okay? That's okay. No worries. No worries, Rose. No worries. I know your heart. I know your heart. I see it. Okay? And unless it changed, unless it changed, right? Then, yeah. All right? So, yeah, no worries. All right? So, there are many of them. COVID-19 was an undercover government program. Okay? Agent Orange, for those of you who had parents who served in Vietnam, okay? or you could have, okay? You could be in your 60s and watching this and have served in Vietnam, okay? Or whatever, or 70s or whatever, and served in Vietnam. Agent Orange was a government program, okay? MK Ultra, a government program. Operation LAC, you can go online and look up any of these that I'm speaking of. Look them up. Operation LAC, you spell LAC, L-A-C, okay? Gang stalking, government programs. All of government programs. There are many of them. There are many of them, okay? What ICE is doing in the United States, what ICE is doing in the United States is a government program. What ICE is doing in the United States is a government program killing civilians who are U.S. citizens and not involved in illegal activity and not an immigrant. That is a government program. Okay? So this authoritative figure out here, okay, they're ascending, okay? Again, we have judges who watch, we have attorneys who watch, okay? So, yeah, all right? And for all I know, my ancestors and divine source sent me to Southeast Asia on May 5th of last year, and I've been traveling in Southeast Asia since May 5th of last year. For all I know, they sent me here so that I wouldn't be a victim of ICE. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows? Okay? Because I know I wouldn't take their shit. Okay? And I've never carried a weapon outside of the military. I've never had a weapon outside of the military. And when I say weapon, I mean gun. In the military, we call them weapons, not guns. So I've never had a weapon outside of the military. So for all I know, that could be one of the reasons. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, we have someone from the Bronx, okay? Someone from the Bronx could be in the room. Shout out to the Bronx, okay? The Bronx, New York, 5 boroughs. I think it's 5 boroughs, okay? Okay, Bronx. Shout out to Christopher Wallace, okay? Shout out to Christopher Wallace. 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 Okay? Biggie Smalls. Okay? Notorious B.I.G. Okay? Shout out to Christopher Wallace. Okay? We have Bronx on one side of the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. And we have a crooked judge out here. Hot damn. Hot damn. We got a crooked judge. So this judge could be in the Bronx, or these are two separate individuals, okay? This judge could be involved in government programs. Who's ever in the Bronx could be involved, or born in the Bronx could be involved in government programs. Take a look. Take a look. Yeah. Yeah. That's a given in New York, right? New York is a heavy concentrated place of demonic spirit beings. There are divine beings in New York too, okay? But big cities, that's why there's so much crime in big cities, because there's a heavy concentration of demonic spirits in heavily populated cities, okay? All right, so there you go, okay? Divine is showing me something about the United States, okay? In addition to this crooked judge and whoever lives in the Bronx or from the Bronx, okay? So when you look at the United States, the continental United States, not including Alaska, okay? When you look at the continental United States, okay? And you look at the 4 corners, okay? Look, you have New York City, you have Atlanta, Georgia, you have Los Angeles, California, and you have Seattle, Washington. Do, 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 do. Okay? You see that? All right? Demons hang out mainly in heavily populated cities. because that's where they see all the meat. Listen to what I'm saying. That's where they see all of the meat. Okay? Because that's what they see you as, a meal ticket. That's where all the meat is in the major cities, or the majority of it. Okay? The majority of it. Because that's where the meat is. Okay? Karmic individuals. This judge could be involved in witchcraft investigators. Okay? This crooked judge could be involved in witchcraft. Okay? They could be getting paid by law officials. They could be getting paid by law officials. Okay? Someone's name can be Francisco or Fran. Francisco, Fran, Franny. Okay? All right? Where are we at? We have, I raised you, but you are my sister's child. And we have a corrupt law firm out here. Ooh. Ooh. Investigators, I hope you're writing this shit down. Investigators, I hope you're writing this shit down. This channel was created for you on December 4th, 2024. This channel was created for you. I hope you're writing these things down. So now we have a corrupt law firm out here. Crooked judge and a corrupt law firm. And somebody out here raised you, for some of you, but they are not your mother. You belong to their sister. Did you hear me? You were raised by someone, for some of you, who actually is your aunt and not your mother. So their sister could have had you when they were 14 and they didn't want anybody to know. Okay? Their sister, unfortunately, could have been raped. Okay? Their sister could have been involved with some relationship where somebody was 15, 20 years older than them. Okay? And the family didn't want it to get out. So they gave you to an older sister. It happens. It happens. Not just out in the country. It happens in the city. It happens in the city. Okay? It happens in the suburbs. Okay? The devil knows no bounds. Okay? The devil knows no bounds. Okay? We got trigger warning out here. Okay? We got trigger warning out here, Rose. We got trigger warning out here. Okay? I'm sorry, sugar. Okay? We got trigger warning out here. We got trigger warning out here. Okay? We got trigger warning, baby. I'm sorry. Okay? But it's better to know than walk blind. Okay? It's better to know than to walk blind. All right? So, okay? This sister or this auntie could be a heavy smoker, or you are. Okay? This sister or this auntie could be a heavy smoker. Okay? This sister or this auntie could work for a law firm. Okay? So, investigators, crooked judge, and a corrupt law firm. Wow, wow, wow. All right, divine source. Again, we want the 100% truth. We want all of the truth. Okay? Half the truth isn't justice. Even if the individual who came against us ends up being incarcerated for criminal activity, half of the truth is not enough. 3/4 of the truth is not enough. We want all of the truth. We want all of the truth. Okay? Even if it hurts. Even if we have to cry a little bit. We want all of, I know I do. I know I do. Okay? I know I do. Okay? So, yeah. All right? We have India and the Eight of Swords. Okay? Oh, I got some years for you, collective and investigators. I got some years for you. Yeah, Justice, 100%. 100%, man. 100%. Okay? Always better to know than to walk blindly. Always better to know. Okay? Your spirit's in your listen to me, collective. Listen to me, divine. I said listen to me, divine. Listen to me, divine has something to say. All right? Okay? So your spirit wanted to know, and that boom was a confirmation. What's going on? What's going on, Leisha? What's going on, Leisha? Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, LL. Can I call you LL? Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, LL. All right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Cameron. And I like your energy. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cameron. I'm liking your energy. All right. So your spirit is crying out for the truth. Okay. Your spirit, the highest, truest, purest vibration of you, is crying out for the truth, whether some realize that or not. Okay. It's crying out for the truth. And again, yeah, sometimes that truth hurts. Okay. When I realized that the warlock who raised me as their son, and I thought they were daddy to me and a trusting father, and he took my first wife to be one of his concubines while I was serving the country in the United States Army. When he did that, yeah, it hurt. Okay. It hurt. Okay. When I realized that the Scorpio that I thought was going to be my forever love and the love of my life, when I realized that they were karmic and they were witchcraft worker behind my back and working with karmic ministers and associated with my family behind my back, okay, it hurt. And I cried a lot about that. A lot. A lot. Okay. Cried in my office at work, sobbing, ugly tears, ugly tears. But it was necessary. It was necessary, and it made me stronger. Okay. It helped me to realize my strength. It helped me to realize how strong I was because I was able to pull myself up by the bootstraps. Okay. It helped me to realize, okay, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. It helped me realize, okay, my masculine energy is the Incredible Hulk. It helped me realize how strong I was. So today I'm thankful. I'm thankful she came up against me. I'm thankful she didn't ascend with me. I'm thankful I was wise enough to walk away from her. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the warlock that's serving 40 to 60 years in a prison, in a Michigan prison today. I'm thankful. Why? Because, okay, it's water off my back now. Okay? I'm well beyond anything they could ever touch or reach. I am well beyond anything they can touch or reach. Collective. Collective. I speak these things to you, investigators, judges, this Queen of Wands energy who's ascending now. I speak this to you, not bragging. I speak this to you to show you that you can do it. Kobe Bryant said his definition of a leader is someone who inspires others to be their best selves. That's my job. That's my job. So let's be our best selves, shall we? Let's be our best selves and show them that even though we cried, okay, ultimately, it was just a healing process for us. Even though we may have cried, ultimately, it was just a healing process for us. Okay? So let's continue. All right? So again, with India and the Eight of Swords, okay, we have, yeah, praises to Most High. Praises to Most High. Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1957. Again, investigators grab a pen. 1957, 1966, 1984, 1975, 1985, and 1989. Okay? Confirmation with that boom. Again, the years 1957, 1966, 1984, 1975, 1985, and 1989. Also, divine sources bringing something to me that is magical right now. I don't know if they watch the channel, but there is an oracle here on YouTube. There is an oracle here on YouTube, and We were divine brothers and sisters in a previous life. I'm not going to say their name, okay? But there's an oracle here on YouTube, and we were divine brothers and sisters in a previous lifetime, okay? I don't know if that means biological or if we just walk together spiritually, okay? But she's on YouTube, okay? Okay? So, yeah. All right. Again, with these years, we have India. Okay? So they could have been going to India. They could have been paying someone in India, okay, to do these things. Okay? Any one of these individuals out here could be born in any one of these years, obviously. Okay? Any one of these individuals out here, okay? The satanic charmer, the ladies or name that starts with a V, okay? Velita, Velvet, okay? Your mother, okay? Who is your aunt, okay? Whoever, okay? The corrupt law firm individual, okay? Crooked judge could have been born in any of these years, okay? Or you, obviously, right? Collective, or you, okay? So, Eight of Swords energy. So someone out here is being busted, okay? Let me turn the air conditioning on. Okay? So someone out here is being busted. Confirmation burp. Okay? Last tarot card. We have Harper, Elena, and Lily. Harper, Elena, and Lily. One side, okay, of this Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So Harper, Elena, or Lily, okay? Someone tried to take your money, or did, okay? Spent some of it. They might have spent a lot of it, okay? There you go, Rose. Okay? So, right? Again, our spirit wants to know the truth. Our spirit calls out for the truth, especially after we began our conscious spiritual journey. Okay? Oh, Harper's from Detroit. Oh, do you know what I'm getting with Harper too? I'm getting oh man. Is it Best Man? Is it Best Man? Is it Best Man? Harpo? Is that his name? And Best Man? Is that his name? His name is Harp. Yeah. Best Man. Yeah. And Harpo, yeah, color purple too, right? Yeah, but the author in Best Man, yeah. Yeah. Who said who said about Nia Long, he was like, I'm about to blow that back out. That is the one line I remember he said in that movie. It was hilarious. Hilarious. All right. So, yeah. Yes, LL, you may ask a question. Yes. All right. So Harper, Eliana, okay, or Elena, okay, and Lily. All right. Lily of the Valley, the bright and morning star. Lily of the Valley, bright and morning star. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to take this card and I'm going to pull, okay, because of that card, okay, because of that Harper Lily, I'm going to pull another card, okay. That was the card that came out with it, but I'm going to pull another card. I'm going to put the stack up here and pull another card on that. All right. What's your question? I just want to know, are my parents, oh, I can't answer that question here. Okay. You need to schedule, you should schedule a esoteric conversation with me. The first one is free. Okay. Otherwise, I encourage you to continue to meditate. Okay. If you have suspicion, then those suspicions are probably correct. If you think back, and again, I will use myself as an example, as a demonstration. So how did I come to realize, okay, that Kevin and Judy were lying to me? How did I come to realize this, and others? But they were the ones who raised me to think that they were my parents, okay? So how did I come to realize, and this is going to help answer your question, LL, all right? So confirmation, woo, confirmation, confirmation. So this is going to help answer your question, all right? So I began to think back to my childhood, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. They don't have to. And that's confirmation already. I mean, really? That's a confirmation already. That's a confirmation already. That's a confirmation. Why would your parents not want you to do a blood test? When I asked Judy, I told Judy, I said, I'm thinking about doing the 23andMe, the DNA test thing, the 23andMe. I said, I'm thinking about doing that. She said, why? She didn't have to say anything else, but she said a lot more else. She didn't have to say anything else. Why would that startle you that I want to do a DNA test? Why would that startle you? Okay? If I am a contributor as a male, if I am a contributor, go to the description or the information section, description section of this live video and select one of those emails and send me an email and we will go ahead and get the dialogue going and we can get that scheduled. Again, check the description section of this live video right now, select one of those emails and we can go ahead and get things scheduled. Okay? So, growing up, they would tell me that I reminded them of someone who was no longer physically here, okay? For Kevin, it was a brother, okay? So they would say, you remind me so much of him, his temperament, his attitude. He was a fighter, you know? He was, yeah, you know, he wasn't much of a talker. He was quiet, okay? But nobody messed with him because he would punch them in the fucking face, right? And so you listen to these things, think back to your childhood, okay? They're telling you that you remind them so much of somebody. If one of your parents are startled because you want to do a DNA test, that's so clear. So clear. Yeah. I asked Judy, why don't you have any infant baby pictures of me? She didn't have an answer. She was like, I think, I don't know. I think your grandmother got them. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. What mother does not have infant pictures of their child? Huh? The first picture is when you're 4, 5, 6. Really? Really? You don't have a picture of me when I was 1, 6 months, 2, 3. You don't have not one picture? Come on. Come on. If I had a daughter and she wanted, or a son, and they wanted to get a DNA test, absolutely, son. Absolutely, daughter. Here, you could take my blood take my blood right now. Take my blood. Go ahead. Why would I not want to do a blood test or a DNA test to give my son or daughter peace and comfort that I am the one who contributed to their birth in this lifetime being a male? Okay? Why would I not want to do that? That's crazy. It's obvious, LL. And again, but it's obvious. It's obvious. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, Happy. All right. So where we at with time? 23:02. We are right at an hour. 23:02. We are right at an hour. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pull some more energy. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. 5518. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pull some more energy at this time. Divine Source, Arabat. What else is it that you would like to confirm? Okay. We got the Seven of Wands out here. Okay. We got the Seven of Wands out here for overcoming energy. Okay. The Seven of Wands is for an overcoming energy. Okay. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today is mine. Okay, throwing it way back, throwing it way back. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Yep. Can't stop, won't stop. They can't, no. So long as you continue to ascend, collective. What's going on? What's going on, Charmaine? What's going on, Charmaine? What's going on? All right. Shout out to you. Okay. Good to see you in the live. Good to see you in the live. Shout out to all those stuck in the snowstorms. Okay. Shout out to everybody stuck in snowstorms. Okay. Oh, yeah. So did I as a little kid. Yeah. So did I. So did I. All right. So we have the Seven of Wands energy out here. Okay. What else, Divine Source? Okay. What else, Ancestors? Okay. What else? Okay. Archangel Sandalphon. What else? What else? I'm going to pull an Egyptian deity card here in a minute. Okay. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right. Ascending. Yes. And we got ascending now out here. Okay. Hector, I don't know if you were in here at this time, but we got ascending now out here, Hector. Okay. Shout out to you, Hector. All right. We got ascending now. So confirmation. All right. Whoa. Okay. So we have concern. Okay. Again, double confirmation with this victory. We got the Four of Wands out here. We got justice. Page of Cups. And our first tarot message out here, it's the Hanged Man. Okay, I'll read this card to you in a moment. That's right, Elise. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I like it, Hector. I like it, Hector. I like it. Okay? Be bold about who you are. Okay? Don't be shameful. Okay? Be authentic. Be authentic. Okay? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Justice League. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Right here. Right here. Yep. Okay? So, this Hanged Man card, okay, tarot message says, I'm taking a break from everything so I can meditate and release my old ways of thinking. This process is not that easy. No shit. The dark night of the soul is not easy, okay? I went through the majority of my dark night of the soul and all of that, and ego deaths. I had to go through a major ego death, okay? Not because I was prideful, but I had to go through a major ego death because I was so disappointed in all of the unconditional love that I had given out and all of those that had come against me. Again, I mentioned a couple of them, okay? I had to go through a whole lot because I was so disappointed in all the unconditional love that I had given so many people. And for them to betray me like that, I was devastated, devastated. Okay. So in order to get over my anger, okay, I had to go through ego deaths. Okay. Again, I share my journey with you because it's a demonstration. Okay. It's a demonstration. Okay. So, oh, we have concern out here. Okay. So someone's in concern out here. Okay. Because justice is coming and we got it out here. Because justice is coming. Somebody's in concern out here. Because victory is mine. I'm going to keep going back to that song. So justice is coming. So somebody out here is concerned. Okay. That they're going to get locked up. That they're going to get locked up. Yep. At some point, for those of you who are still climbing, okay, at some point you do get to a point where things stabilize. Okay. So today, yeah, balanced masculine, balanced feminine energy. Okay. They throw something at me. I'm just like return to sender. Oh, what's that? Turn to sender. You know, it's just whatever. So it gets to a point now, I don't stress about it. And in fact, they don't even send me much of anything because they know, you know what I'm saying? But it does get better. I just want to let you know that, collective. It does get better. It does get better. Okay. Okay. All right, Elise, you need to change the name that you use. Okay. Again, I don't even want that name spoken in here. Okay. Because that's man's word. Okay. If I was born NEHRU, don't call me Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? If I was born NEHRU, don't call me Jonathan, because that's not my name, even if that's what the translated name is. My original name is NEHRU, if that's what in that example. So again, if you want ascended master blessing, acknowledge the ascended master. That is Issa Yeshua. Jesus is not an ascended master. And if you don't believe me, just go ahead and ask. Google, is the real name of Yeshua Jesus? And AI will tell you, no, it is not. They will tell you Issa is Arabic and Yeshua is Aramaic, and those are their original names. So again, yeah, okay, again, just don't like that energy in my room. Okay, just don't like that energy in my room, because Jesus is a no-no. Okay. Typically, your name is Sassafras. I like it, Sassafras. I like it, Sassafras. Typically, I am here twice every 24 hours. Okay, so typically twice every 24 hours. Okay, there's a chance that there's a 12-hour, 13-hour, 15-hour difference between where you are. I am in Vietnam. Okay, so, okay, but typically within a midnight to midnight period, there are 2 lives. Okay, generally. Shout out to Texas. So we got Texas in the house twice. Okay. We got Texas in the house at least twice. Okay. So what do we have here? So we have changed their appearance. Okay. On top of the stack. Change their appearance. We have Brewer, Brewster, Bussy, and Bauer. Let me say the names again. Investigators. Brewer, Brewster, Bussy, or Busey, Bussy, it's 2 S's, so I don't know, okay? And Bauer, okay? And we have someone change their appearance. Oh, man, we got a lot of Texas in here, okay? A lot of Texas in here, okay? Texas is one of the few places in the United States that I would live. I would not live in a place where it snows. So even in Texas, I would live somewhere in southern Texas. But yeah, so the places that I would live in the United States, whenever I should go if that's the place I should decide to set up homestead. Okay. I would live in Florida, and probably not Florida. I would live in Georgia, South Carolina. I would live in Texas, Arizona. Okay. I don't think I'd mind living in Tennessee. I don't think I would mind living in Tennessee. Okay. But I would not live in a place where the ground is frozen 6 months out of the year, because that impedes my medicine man energy. That impedes my medicine man energy. So I can't live in a place where the ground is frozen half the year. Okay? Because I can't produce anything from Gaia like that. So, southern states only, where there is no snow, or at least where the ground doesn't freeze. Okay? Don't go to no, if I go out to Texas, it's going to be somewhere out west Texas, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, 15 acres, 20, 30, 40 acres. You know, it's going to be something like that. Yeah, it's going to be a ranch or something. Yeah, yeah. It's not going to be in the city. Okay? I don't mind driving 2 hours for groceries. Okay, maybe 2 hours is a bit much. I don't mind driving an hour for groceries. You know what I mean? As long as I got my peace, okay? And my neighbors can't reach through their window and be like, hey, can I borrow an egg? Okay? No, you can't borrow an egg. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live on top of anybody. Okay? So that's my type of lifestyle. That's my type of lifestyle. Okay? Country living. Country living. Me, my Cane Corso, maybe a Borbo. Okay? Maybe a Roddy. Okay? Yeah, chilling. That's me. Okay? Peace over everything. Peace over everything. Over everything. Okay? My peace is more important to me than physical food. That's why I was in fasting mode today. But peace is more important to me than physical food. It is that important to me. Okay? I will sleep in a car before I sleep in a house with someone who is karmic or demonic. I will sleep in my car. Okay? So, change their appearance and take a look at the names collective. Let me hold that up there for a minute. Okay? All right, next. We got Holly, and we got Houston. Now, obviously, this could be someone's name, but we got Holly, Molly, Houston, Haskins. Holly, Molly, Houston, Haskins. Take a look. Take a look. Okay? There's going to be something about some government corruption news. Some of y'all who are in Texas, you're like, that's nothing new. There's going to be something new on the news about government corruption, and it's probably going to come out of Houston. Also, there is an active Houston serial killer. Okay? Yeah, Uncle Sam Houston. Yeah, Uncle Sam. Yeah, Uncle Sam. That's killing civilians. Okay? Through the ICE agency, that government program. Yeah, Uncle Sam. Okay? That's a Uncle Sam. Uncle Tom. Yeah, all them uncles. You could have an Uncle Tom. You can have an Uncle Sam. Ooh, I was going to say Sally. You can have an Aunt Sally. All right? But yeah. Yeah. Holly, Molly, Houston, and Haskins is on one side of the Page of Cups. Okay? So some type of emotion, no decision. We got Afghanistan out here. Afghanistan. All the, yeah, Elise, all the uncles. All them karmic, all them uncles. Okay? Look, we got Afghanistan out here. Okay? So again, not everything out here is personal. Some of it is global news. Okay? Some of it is global news, political news. Okay? Some of it is. Okay? We look into crimes that happen in Japan and China just like we do the United States. That happens in Canada just like we do that happens in South America. Crimes all over the world. We have Afghanistan out here. Okay? That could speak to someone who is in the military. Okay? My deployments did not take me to Afghanistan. I went to elsewhere. All right. Oh my goodness is right. Oh my goodness is right. Oh my goodness is right. There you go. Again, tarot isn't a revelation. It's a confirmation. So, confirmation. That's all it is a confirmation. Okay. We have a vacation coming soon. I mentioned trust fund, and now we got something landing on trust fund out here. Okay. Somebody's concerned about the money you're going to get when all your justice comes in, collective. Okay. Somebody's concerned about the money you're going to get when your justice comes in. Look at Justice League. All right. Somebody's concerned about the money you're going to get. Okay. Somebody's concerned about it. Okay. So when this trust fund money comes in, or whatever this is for you on the earth, whatever it equates to, I don't know. It's not a trust fund for everybody. Okay. It could be a house. It could be a ranch. We're talking about ranches. We're talking about acres of land. You know, that's what we're talking about. So it could be acres of land. Okay. Nothing that I say is just because. Okay. And again, that's not me bragging. That's just me being completely and fully open for divine source to speak through this throat chakra. That's all that it is. Okay. I don't brag. There's no need for that. I don't like a pompous ass. Okay. So, yeah. So you could be getting land, going on vacation. Confirmation. Somebody's concerned about this. Okay. They're also concerned about who you're going to go. Wow. Okay. They're also concerned about who you're. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Justice League. Generational curse breaker. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. This is what I know, collective and investigators, celebrities. This is what I know, Judge. This is what I know. Every family in every generation has a starseed that comes into their family. Okay? Every blood family on this planet has at least one starseed that comes through every generation. Every generation, they have one that comes through every generation. Okay? So this could come through an adoption. Okay? It could come through you being stolen as a child. Again, trigger warning. Okay? This could come through however means, whatever family raised you. Every blood DNA family out here on this planet, and there's 8.4 billion people out here, okay? Every family receives at least one starseed, one healer, okay? One high vibrational being in each generation. Often, these individuals are murdered or assassinated, and they never reach. So they have to come back and do it again. That's why reincarnation happens every lifetime. So for those of you that are chosen this lifetime to get on your spiritual journey and awaken and get on your conscious journey and not just brag about it, but you actually do the work, you meditate, you spend time with Gaia, you ascend, okay? You cut off what no longer serves you. You do your cord cutting. You remove all of those karmic ass relationships that don't serve you. When somebody shows you who they are, you believe them and you walk away. For all of you that are doing that, you are a generational curse breaker. You are. You are. And again, Kobe defined a leader as being someone who can inspire someone else to become their highest, truest, best. He said their best selves or better. But I say to become your highest, purest, truest self. That's the definition of a leader. That's the definition of a leader. Okay? A leader isn't an employer that keeps you from promotion and gives you a 50-cent raise. That's not a leader. That's not a leader. When you're faithful, that's not a leader. Okay? All right? So, yeah. Somebody's in concern about what's coming to you, collective. Okay? But you're going to be elated. You're going to be elated. Okay? One of my favorite songs. Oh, I'm doing great. Who's asking? Oh, what's up, Sham? I'm doing great. Thank you. Okay? I hope you are. Okay? So one of my favorite songs is McFadden and Whitehead's Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Okay? One of my favorite songs, okay, is McFadden and Whitehead's Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Okay? Okay? I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. Because they really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going. They don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We've put ourselves together. We've polished up our act. Well, if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. Yeah, I want you to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, okay? One of my favorite songs. It's a theme song, okay? It's a theme song, okay? So yeah, okay? Dancing is a great way to release negative energy, by the way. Dancing is a great way to release negative energy, okay? Someone has a cancer diagnosis out here, okay? What did I do with that card? There was another card over here. No. It was a pink card. It was a pink card. It had Janet Janikowski and something on it. Let me find that card. Janet Janikowski. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. So this is the card that was on the other side of the cancer diagnosis. Okay. So any one of these names, investigators, okay, you could be investigating them and you find out that they have a cancer diagnosis. Okay. You could have to visit them in the hospital. Investigators, you might have to go to the hospital to interview this individual, okay? Or they might need to get released from prison because they have cancer, okay? And I don't know, they have a week to live or something. You know what I mean? I forget what that's called. They call that when someone is ill in prison and they get released. I forget what that's called. Someone may know, okay? Okay, someone with a hidden account, a judge or an attorney does know. They just won't comment. They do know. They're watching. They do know. They just won't say anything. All right. Okay. Definitely safe and definitely healthy. Okay. Again, Jansen, Janet, Janikowski. It could be Jana. Excuse me. It could be Jenna. Okay. Cancer diagnosis. Okay. Or this is what they were sending to you. And on this 7 of Wands, you got the victory. Okay. Oh, I'm getting another church song. I'm getting another religious song. Okay. Okay. In the name of Issa, in the name of Issa, we got the victory. In the name of Issa, In the name of Isa, we got the victory. Okay? They say in the name of Jesus, but again, I don't use that name. Okay? I forbid it. Okay? Okay? I'm looking at the name Quentin. Okay? Quentin, I'm looking at it. Okay? Someone's a 2000s kid out here. Okay? 2000s kid. Okay? So 2000 to 2010. Okay? Quentin could be. Okay? 2000 to 2010. Okay? Janet could be. Jenna could be. Jansen could be. Any. Okay? 2000s kid. Okay? You could have given birth to someone in 2000, or yeah, you could be born in 2000 and still be watching this. Okay? On the other side of 2000s kids, we have mop the floor with their ass. Okay? Mop the floor with their ass, and then you get the Jubilee. Okay? So your ancestors mop the floor with their ass, and then the Jubilee. What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right? Here we go. Okay? So, your ancestors cleaning up shop. Your ancestors cleaning up shop. Cleaning up shop. Okay? You're about to get victory. Okay? Be careful about who you celebrate this with. Okay? As I get ready to close it out, be careful about who you celebrate this with, collective. Okay? Be careful about who you celebrate this with. Okay? Because it is time. We got mop the floor with their ass, and we got take the trash out. Okay? So your ancestors helping you take the trash out. Your ancestors helping you take the trash out. Okay? Confirmation with that boom. Your ancestors helping you take the spiritual trash out. Okay? This could mean a divorce. Okay? This could mean a divorce. Okay? We have a black tie event. Okay? A black tie event. Okay? I like bow ties. Okay? When I was a tax accountant, okay, I wore a lot of bow ties. I like bow ties. Okay? Someone could like bow tie pasta. Okay? Or be planning on using that today for lunch or dinner. Okay? Bow tie, black tie event. Okay? This could just be to celebrate your victory. Okay? This could be a spiritual thing, not a physical thing. Okay? So, when the investigators, when the news comes in the mail, when the justice comes for you in the 3D, this black tie event, it could just be a spiritual celebration with you, your ancestors, and divine source. It could just be that type of spiritual black tie event. Okay? And y'all just dance in your house. Okay? Open the windows and y'all just celebrate. Turn the music up loud. McFadden and Whitehead, whoever, and just dance. Okay? A black tie event. Okay? On the Hanged Man message, I will read that again. On the Hanged Man message, okay, we have Axel, Emery, and Airy. Axel, Emery, and Airy. Thank you so much for the celebrations and the love, everybody. All right? That's what's going to be happening. Axel, Emery, and Ari. Okay? So, Axel Rose. Is Rose still in the room? I don't know. Axel Rose. Okay? Emery, Emerson. Emery and Emerson. Okay? Ari, Ariana. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande. Okay? The number 12 for the Hanged Man energy. And again, this card says, I'm taking a break from everything so I can meditate and release my old ways of thinking. This process is not easy. At least they're doing it, right? Whoever that is. Okay? So, getting ready to tie it up here, okay? Getting ready to tie it up, okay? If you have questions about how to clear your energy, what are some techniques that you can use to get rid of certain energies, get rid of certain strongholds, get rid of certain things, you may ask those questions at this time. I cannot answer. When will you move? I cannot answer. Will you get an apartment? I cannot answer. Will you get a job? I cannot answer those things, okay? Because those things are associated with your Akashic records and your journey, your choices, and what divine source has for you. If you would like to delve into that energy, we need to have a private conversation. This is a collective platform, and beyond a collective platform, this is specifically created for investigators and investigative agencies, FBI, CIA, DEA, Interpol, Royal Mounted Canadian Police, or whatever investigative agency is in your country. Okay? So, salt baths, okay? So if you have questions about your energy, blockages in your energy, whatever, how to get rid of certain things, I am willing to answer those questions at this time as I get ready to put the cards together to summarize the reading, okay? So if you have those questions, you can. If you want to know how to schedule that conversation with me, you can check the description section of this live video. The information is already there, okay? And yeah, you can send me an email, okay? Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, okay? So I'm putting everything together here. Give me just one moment. Okay. And again, hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is safe, okay? And dealing well with the weather, whatever the weather is from wherever you are, okay? Eggshells, I'm not sure about eggshells. When I did baths, it's rare to have a bathtub here in Vietnam. That's rare. Most places only have showers. But when I did cleansing baths, okay, I used sea salt, okay? I used sea salt. I lit sage or Palo Santo, okay? Sea salt into the bath, okay? And I lit the sage and set it around me. I also used candles at that time, crystals. I would sit all that around the tub. It probably looked kind of crazy, but I would sit all of that around the tub, okay? So, yeah. Again, I do some, what might be considered some crazy ass shit, but again, not bragging, but look where I am spiritually. I do some crazy ass shit to cleanse energy sometimes, but it works. And again, that's the beauty of spirituality. It's not like religion. You know what religion says? If you don't do it like me, if you don't do it like us, you're going to hell. That's what religion says. Okay? What do you mean, how do you have showers? What do you mean, how do you have showers? What? I'm not sure how do you have showers? The plumber puts them in. I don't know. What do you mean, how do we have showers? Like, I'm not sure I understand that question. Oh, so with a spiritual shower, okay? With a spiritual shower, this is what I do, okay? I take the salt, okay, and I rub it. I put it in my hand, okay, and I rub the salt. This is what I do, okay? Rub-a-dub-dub, little rubber ducky, you're the one, right? That's what I do with the sea salt, okay? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a bit of a clown, okay? As strong as my energy is, I'm a bit of a clown, all right? So, let's take a look here and summarize the energy. Summarize the energy. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. That's a good question, Awoke. That's a good question. It's a good question. Okay? Good question. Oh, I don't know. Amazing is a strong word. I don't know, Awoke. Amazing is a strong word. I don't know. I'm obedient. I'm obedient. I'm extremely obedient. That's what made me such a great soldier in the military. Okay. I was obedient. Okay. Obedient. But all right. So let's go ahead and sum it up. Sum it up. Okay. So we have Samantha and Jonas. Okay. Samantha and Jonas. We have John F. Kennedy was killed for government secrets. John F. Kennedy Jr. was killed for government secrets. We have satanic charm. Okay? Satanic charm. Watch out for the satanic charmers, men and women. Watch out for the satanic charmers. Okay? Plenty of fluff. Okay? But no real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of fluff, but no real stuff. Okay? We have Ronan, Alma, and Lilith. Okay, so we have a Lilith spirit out here. Ronan, Alma, and Lilith. Okay? We have the Bronx. Okay? The name Christopher and Wallace. Christopher and Wallace. Okay? Someone could be a rapper. Okay? Someone could be a rapper. Okay? We have a crooked judge out here. Okay? We have a crooked judge out here. Crooked judge. We have mop the flow with they ass. This is your ancestors and you collective as you continue to cleanse your energy and do your work. Okay? We have a black tie event. We have years 1957, 1966, 1984, 1975, 1985, and 1989. Okay? We have India, okay? India-Ari, okay? Or you could have Indian ancestry, okay? We have Freemasons. We have take the trash out. That is spiritual trash. Also, if your house is cluttered, you might need to take trash out. Energy hides, okay? Investigators, judges, celebrities. If you live in a crowded house, energy hides, so you might need to take the physical trash out or clean out your house, okay? If you resonate with a hoarder energy, okay? Oh, Wallace, North Carolina. Damn, Leisha. Wow. It's a lot of confirmations in here for you, okay? Corrupt law firm, okay? Thank you, Dovine. Thank you, Arabat, okay? Government corruption, undercover. Again, even ICE is an undercover government program as they are killing innocent U.S. civilians and their focus should be immigrants. Even ICE is a government corrupted program killing innocent U.S. citizens when their focus should be on illegal criminal immigrants. That's the exact opposite. That's the exact opposite. The name's Velita, Velvet, or Velveeta, okay? Name that starts with a V, first, middle, last. Apophis spirit, okay? And Paul pretends to be your friend. Doom doom jing digga doom 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 jing digga doom doom. Yeah, ice, ice, baby. Okay. So Janikowski, Janet, Jansen. Okay. Trust fund. Okay. Ascending now. The name Shauna or Sean. Okay. Shauna also can be spelled S-E-A-N-A. Okay. S-E-A-N-A, just like Sean can be spelled S-E-A-N. Okay. Either way. Shauna or Sean. We have a spy alert. Okay. And again, there's a karmic X out here. This energy was extremely strong at this time. I don't know how many of you were in the room at this time as my nose itches. So when this card came out for spy alert, there is an X out here who is watching you to see when you come into union with whoever this high vibrational soulmate is. They're watching. They're watching you. Men and women, they're watching you to see when you come into union with this individual so they can start sending them karmic ass messages so they can infiltrate. So that they can infiltrate. Thank you for that word, divine source. So that they can infiltrate your divine union. There is a karmic ass man or woman out here, okay, who is watching you and just waiting to see when you get this divine union. So don't put it on social media. I'm telling you, don't be on there day one. Oh my God, God did it. Oh my God. And you on social, don't, because then you'll be wondering why it all went to shit. Because you didn't protect it. That's why it went to shit. Because you didn't protect it. So don't be doing that. I'm telling you right now. Again, it could go by, 12 months can go by, and they have no idea. They have no idea when I came into that divine relationship. Why? Because it's not online. Protect it. Protect what's yours. Okay? Protect what your ancestors give you. That includes love and money. Protect what divine gives you. Okay? We have the names Axel, Emery, and Airy. Yep. Yep. 2000s kids. Okay. Again, someone born between 2000 and 2010, your child or someone else. We have a cancer diagnosis. Oh, that's good. That's good. Is it Benji? That's good. Benji, thank you so much for tuning in. I think it's the first time I'm seeing your name. Okay. You're going to be elated because you got a vacation coming with whatever money you get. Okay. For some of you, if you choose to do that. Okay. A vacation coming. Okay. We have Afghanistan. Okay. Afghanistan. Oh, peace and comfort to your daughter. Okay. I don't know if that's because of karmic attacks. Okay. Or if that's because of demonic things that she's done towards you. I don't know. It also could be because of actions that she's taken in a previous life. And that is one of the things that many human beings do not realize. Divine has a lesson for us right now. Okay? Divine has a lesson for us right now. So when someone's going through an illness, okay, sometimes it's because of witchcraft that's being sent. Sometimes it's because of their own karmic choices. Sometimes it's because of a previous life choice. That's why it's important to be spiritually conscious. That's why it's important to meditate. Okay? So that you can get these answers and you don't have to go on someone's live and ask them, are you getting a new dog next week? Because you already know. Okay? So, Afghanistan. Okay. Oh yeah, of course, Leisha. Okay. Mm. Well, I'll tell you what, okay? I was on dialysis for 4.5 years because of karmic ass witchcraft sent to me by Kevin and his crazy ass Coven. Okay? I was on dialysis for 4.5 years, but I received a kidney transplant on 7/7/17. And I knew from day one it was not going to ruin this physical life. Okay? Because I got a lot more to do. Right? So I knew that. I just had to be patient. Okay? So again, if it's because of her being tricked, she can rid herself of that energy, okay? But she would have to do the spiritual work, okay? She would have to do the spiritual work, not you. You can't heal her for her, okay? You cannot heal her for her. She has to do the spiritual work. Children, okay? The seeds that we burst, the seeds that we birth here, okay? They are on loan from us, for us, to us. They are on loan. We do not own the children, okay, that we contribute to, men or women that we give birth to in this life. Women say, fathers say, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. But in truth, they have no right to take you out of anywhere because they really truly didn't give life to you. They were just a vessel. They really didn't give life to you. Divine Source gave you life when he said, here is my pneuma. Divine Source gave you life in a different realm and you just reincarnated here. We didn't give life to our sons and daughters. So never tell your son or daughter that I brought you into this world, I can take you out, because that's a lie. Okay? You gave life to no one, and you can only give life to yourself. So you can't do the spiritual work for her. Okay? You can't. Let her go, Keisha, or LL. Let her go. Let her go. She's keeping you back. Let her go. Let her go. Release her. Let her go. And I know that sounds mean. I've had to release a daughter. Let her go. And she's grown. She'll be 30 this year. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Cry. Do whatever you need to. Okay? But it's time to let her go. She's grown and she's accountable to herself. And she has her own Akashic records. Okay? She has her own Akashic record journey. Her own contract that she signed. Okay? Again, cry. It's okay. But it's time to release her. All right? Holly, Molly, Houston, and Haskins. Okay? We have changed appearance. That's when you know it's time. That's when you know it's time. When you have no more tears, that's when you know it's time. That's when you know, listen to me, okay? That's when you know the umbilical cord, I'm touching my navel. That's when you know when the umbilical cord is all dried up and everything, okay? And it has no more sensation in it, you know it's time to cut that motherfucker off. And I'm not talking about your daughter as being a motherfucker, but you know it's time to cut when that umbilical cord is all dried up and everything, right? You know it's time. It's about to fall off anyway. It's time to just cut it off. It's time to just, you have no more emotions for it? Yeah, it's time to release it. It's time. Okay? Brewer, Brewster, Bussey, and Bauer. Okay? All right. Trigger warning. There's been a couple of them in this reading. Okay? Trigger warning. There's been a couple of them. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone who's liked the video. I see we have 48 likes, still have 27 in a room. Harper, Elena, Lily. Okay? Lily, Harper, and Eliana. Okay? Confirmation, Bert. Oh, yeah. You're in the right place, Lily. Or LL. I said Lily. You're in the right place. Okay, you're in the right place, at least for now. Divine may guide you elsewhere at some other point. Again, you don't have, no one has to stay here. Okay, no one has to stay here. And this is what most will not tell you on their channel. They be like, no, stay, stay, stay. No, you stay here for the time and lessons that you need here. And then when you graduate this class, move on to the next class. Okay, who wants to stay in the 6th grade when you're smart enough to be an 8th grader? No one. So when it's time to move on, even if it's past this channel, okay, but you are in the right place today. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for being so honest and transparent. Okay. All right. I raised you, but you are my sister's child. Okay. Divine union. Okay. Again, we have live out loud. I think we got this the last full live, I think, before the power outage, right? For those of you who do not know, there was a citywide power outage in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam earlier today, okay? So intentions were never to marry you, and that's okay. Again, that worked out for your favor. That worked out for your favor. Say thank you, divine source and ancestors, okay? And opulence, okay? Collective. Investigators, okay, celebrities, judges. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. My name is NEHRU, and my name is NEHRU, and I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker and Gaia beacon, here for the final time, 10th and final journey here, okay? Born on the 333rd day of the year. I've been a healer my entire life, okay? Seizures at the age of 8. Again, kidney transplant on 7/7/17. Okay. Avoided arthroscopic knee surgery while I was in the military. Okay. And have played sports and things since a lot. I do Tai Chi today. Okay. Yeah. And born with the umbilical cord wrapped around the neck and the left arm. Okay. To prevent me from speaking and to prevent me from working. Okay. Thank you so much, collective, and everyone else who's tuning in. As always, be encouraged.